Hello, everybody. Welcome to this next episode of YouTube Tuesday with myself, Jason, here at Barnabas Junction. Good evening to you all. I hope you are very well indeed. Thank you to everyone that's already in the chat. Great to see you. Don't forget, tickle that like button, smash the like button to let YouTube algorithms know that you're going to be enjoying tonight's stream. Got quite a bit to getting through tonight, as well as working on the viewers' votes. Yes, the viewers' votes are in on what area I'm going to be working on tonight and into the next few episodes at least of this series. Great to see so many of you already in the chat, all speaking with each other, one another. Excuse me, just had a drink of pop before coming on. I'm a bit gassy. Yeah, so great to see you all here again this week. Sorry I wasn't on last week. Absolutely snowed under with things that I've been doing. More on that will be coming up a little bit later on because we've got some big news for you modelers out there, railway enthusiasts, for something in Crewe. But before we do, we have to do the usual. So it's a big thank you, as always, to everybody that is a channel supporting member. If you would like to become a channel member, there is links on the homepage of the channel, as well as in the description of each and every video of the channel. So a huge thank you to all these in the list. So many of you now that it's getting to a bit of a mouthful to read out, but please do check out the links to these channels that are channel supporting members. You will find them in the description of this video during this series. So a big thank you to every single one of you. You can help each month if you wish to support from as little as 99 pence a month, all the way up to a level 6 as well, I think, and that comes with some every level comes with unique perks. Please check out if you're interested in becoming a channel member. You do get to see a lot of behind the scenes footage and extra bonus streams as well, as and when possible. So yes, huge thank you to every single one of those that do help support this channel each and every week. Right, so last episode we were working on the retaining wall area, giving that some weathering. First time I've ever done anything like that, and now it's dried off. It's looking actually a lot better than it did when I did it. But this week, and from this episode, I'm going to be working on a new area. Now, at the end of that episode, I asked you, the viewers, to decide where we go next on the layout to work on this area. So we've done the rock face. That is now finished. I'm looking at it now behind the camera. I am so pleased with it. So you'll see that a bit more in a moment. So there was three options to vote on. Did you vote? Give us some thumbs ups if you did vote. Greatly appreciated if you did. But I tell you what, it was a close one. So if you'd have seen the thumbnail, you'll have already seen what the votes were. And the number one vote was for option 1. So there was 3 options. Option 1 was the grassy embankment, which is just behind the camera. Option 2 was to continue working on the scenics behind of the caravan site. That's going to be a big area to work on it overall. And option 3 was to continue working on the retaining wall, which we were working on in last episode. Lots of thumbs ups coming up in the chat. I'll get to everyone in the chat in a moment to say hello and speak to you all. But I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. The embankment got 41% of the votes. The caravan site got 36% of the votes. And I think the retaining wall got 21, 24. I can't remember now. I've just been looking at it. Just over 20% of the votes. So, yes, the grassy embankment, which is just behind the camera, which we'll get to in a moment, got the first spot. So, yes, we're going to be working on that. And also, we're going to be finding a place to put that good old triangle signal box in that embankment. So we're going to be cutting out an area of the current embankment to fit that in, so we can then progress further on developing it. So let's have a look at who is in the chat then tonight already. So many of you. Everyone's chatting away superbly. Thank you very much. So starting right off at the beginning, Train Spotter 36, good evening to you. Thanks for joining us. Trevor Stubbs, he's in there saying hello and showing off his membership. He's been a channel member level 1 conductor for the past 3 months. Thanks very much, Trevor. Greatly appreciated. Down Model Railway, good evening to you. Thanks for joining us. Clybridge Station, Robert, good evening to you for also joining us. Digger Evans and Flymo, my mega mods, good evening to you. Thanks for dropping in and being in to help the channel. Who else? These were all in before we started. Peter Jackson, Cheadle Heath, good evening to you. And Hot Dog Pilot Andy, 63, good evening to you. Thanks for joining us. Simon Trains Model Railway Showcase, Ezen, good evening, Si. You're getting out and about at the moment quite a bit. It's great to see the videos. Who else have we got? Valleys 56 XX, good evening to you. Thanks for joining us. Who else have we got in scrolling down the list? Brereton Junction, hello, Jason and everyone in the chat. Good evening to you. Thank you very much for coming in. Just seeing if I can catch anyone saying anything important to announce on the stream. Who else have we got in? I've not said hello to just yet. Scrolling back, everyone's chatting amongst themselves. Mick of Edley Park Station, good evening, Mick. I hope you are well too, my friend, as he asks everyone in chat. Stanover Model Railway, good evening, Stanover. Cheers for joining us. And also Angel Shares Model Railway, good evening, Jason, and all in chat. Good evening to you, Brian. Simon says, Barnabas Junction, I would have kept on results of the thumbnail, being honest, and announce it on the show, but it's your thumbnail. I did think about that, but I want everyone to know, just in case they didn't catch it on the community tab. Though, if anyone doesn't know, I do post quite frequently on the community tab. So although you got the channel and the videos, make sure you hop on over to the community tab and check out what's been in discussion amongst all the modelers. Andy Dobson, good evening to you. Thanks for joining us. Clive Gabal, hi Jason. Track is now going down on number 2 lift out bridge on my new layout. Cracking stuff, Clive. Keep up the great work. Leslie Gilpin Railways, good evening to you. He says good evening to everyone in the chat. Ivor Junction, good evening, Ivor. Thanks for dropping in. Good evening, Jason, and good evening to all in the chat. He shouts. Who else is in? I've not said hello to quite a lot of you already in, all amongst chatting amongst yourselves. Great to see you all here. Anybody else not said? Newland Railway, good evening. Evening, peeps, he says. Not seen Daz yet going, how do? But I'm sure he's in there. Hollybrook Junction is in. Good evening, Al. Hello. And there's Simon. Wow, Simon. Oh, my word. Showing off his membership to the channel for 30 months. Wow. Give that man a big round of applause. Fantastic. Thank you very much for your ongoing support. Effingham in and John Dawson is also in. Good evening to you. Thank you very much for joining us. Excellent channel members. Building the ELR step by step. Hi, Jason. Hello to you. Thanks for joining us. David Train Time. Hello, David. Great to see you back in the modelling. Great to see a little update of the igloo, we'll call it, the North Pole. But yeah, great to see you back on the scene, Dave. I enjoyed your recent update. Chris Jubb of Hernborough, 00 gauge model layout is in. Good evening, Chris. Thanks. And Tim of Tim's Hobby Desk. Hello, Tim Wells. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. Chasco is in. NS5107, aka Chasco. Howdy, all. Howdy, Chasco. Right, I think I've caught up. Thatadu, that's a new one for me. I've not seen you. Thank you very much for joining us. I hope I pronounced it right. Thatadu Model Railway. Hello, Jason and Flymo and everybody else. Thank you very much for joining us. Great to see new names in the chat tonight. If you haven't already, hit the like button and please do make sure you are subscribed. Do appreciate your subscriptions. It is completely free to be a subscriber. Right, so on with what we were discussing then regarding what we're doing. I'm going to switch to the camera number 2, then I'll reposition camera number 1. So how do I do that? I do this. Voila. There we go. So you can see there's camera number 1 just in front. So I can now get a bit closer. Reminds me of a song. Right, so there's the triangle signal box. I'll get this camera. Where shall I put this camera? I'll put it here so you'll get a different view from that end as we're doing the work. So I've been analysing where this signal box is going to go in here. Trying to work out the best position along this hump, or this embankment as we call it. What I don't want to do is it being hidden fully behind the embankment, but I don't want it to be completely open. So I'm thinking roughly, where did I work it out? Somewhere there. What's the best place to do it? But smack bang in the middle. Now, this will give an option of being able to still see it from this side of the layout, but it will also give a good view of it still being seen by any track cams or anything like that, or photography from this side of the layout, which is also directly in front of this point work here, which is central to the 3 points, one being there, then that one, and then the far one just in this end of this, basically this point work here, which is the connection through along here. I've got a coach just here, just to give an idea of roughly where I want this signal box to sit. So yeah, my idea is approximately just there. Thank you very much to the modeler. I can't remember who it was right now, so my apologies, for sending me a fantastic photograph of a signal box just like this at a station that's all been boarded up. I have had a good look at that photograph, and I do find it very interesting about potentially what I might do with this. This is an old triangle signal box, which I've had for a long, long time. It's not in best condition, but it is still in good condition. So it's worthy to recycle old model railway products from back in the days. This is an old 80s, I'd say, Hornby triangle signal box. So we're going to make good use of this. It's not intrusive of the scenery, so it's great to put it in here. But to get it in here, we have obviously got to remove a section of this embankment for it to slot in. And then what I've got is this. I've got some, these are offcuts, just spare bits and bobs of plastic card. Now, this is an embossed one, as you can see, which is quite good because it's actually almost identical colour to the rock face. So the rocks actually fit in quite well. They will get some additional weathering. But what I'm going to do is where it gets cut out, I'm going to cut sections of this to slot in as reinforcements of the embankments, obviously protecting it from any landslips or anything like that in real life, that is. So this, greatly enough, this piece is actually the perfect width to sit behind it, but I don't need all of it because of the height of the embankment. I actually only need about half of it, which is good because then I can use the other half, cut it in half, and use it as side sections going down from it as the side walls. Having a look at the chat, everybody's saying what's people saying. We have. Let me go back to where I was. Still loads of people saying hello to one another. Anybody else also I've not seen hello to? Just catching up on that. Hi, Jason Flymo. Yes, read that. That's where we were up to. Good evening, Adam. Thanks, mate. Clybridge, my man. Don't mention the football and how much we ruffle their feathers. Yeah, all I'll say is 7. Tim's Hobby Desk. We have been busy with house renovations and nothing to do with the model railway, although we are still making dioramas as we have a small space free for that at the moment. Excellent stuff, Tim. Clybridge said my late mum supported Man United. Oh dear. I hope you are well. Oh, doesn't sound good. Mick Park Station, GWR, Buckley Junction. Good evening, everybody says. Was me, Jason. That was right. Cheers. Thank you very much, Hamildown, Mark. Top-notch picture that. I really have taken a lot of interest in that. HNS Express. Hello, Barnabas, and all in chat. Greetings from high. Cheers for joining us. Good evening. Everyone's still saying one another. Good evening. Let's catch up, everyone. Any questions? Good idea, Jason says. Simon. Evening, Ivy. You god, matey says GWR. Man United new sponsors are 7-Up. Sorry, that's a cracker. That is. Don't forget to put coping stones on the top of the new retaining walls around the box. Yes, I have actually got, because I've got quite a few bits and bobs, which I've got actually This is Slater's roofing slate. Don't know if you can actually see it. I might use a bit of that just to go on the top of it. Either that or I'll use some of the Metcalf. But I've got a few bits and bobs. I've also got that, which is quite pebble dashy. That might be quite good for coping stones. We'll see how it goes. We'll see. It's going to be scratch built and it's going to develop as we go along. I do support the team with 7, says Simon. Arthur Humphreys, good evening. Cheers for joining us. I think we've caught up with the chat again. Oh dear, yeah, I loved it winning 7-0. My neighbour Ryan, who supports Man U, is hiding from me this week. Well, the plan is to watch you, Jason, then go and finish my fencing, says GWR. Oh, thank you very much. We'll tell you what, let's get, before we get cracking, let's do, as I have shout outs this week. Yay! And I've got 3 stonkers for you. Yes, 3 stonkers indeed. So let's get on with the first shout out of the show. So tonight's first shout out of the show is for a channel I actually only found this afternoon. Never seen it before. And I've been watching their videos. And I think it's a couple. It's a husband and wife team. But together they are developing. They've never done model railways before. And they are developing a fantastic model railway, 00 gauge. And I think this deserves a lot of attention from the community to assist with them with ideas. They have had quite a number of assistance already from viewers, and I have seen a few of the regulars from this channel also assisting with ideas and inspirations. So the first channel today is just checking. There we go. Right, the first channel today is called RGJ Trains. RGJ Trains, currently sitting on 414 subscribers now. So it's gone up one in the last hour. Fantastic stuff. And I think these need some recognition and some inspiration from all you modelers out there. The description: this channel is about a 00 gauge model railway built from scratch to onward completion. I am literally been learning from scratch on how to do things, from layout, buildings and sets, learning how to decorate, fix and various other bits on bobs of the model railway building. Helped by my other half, who will be doing the art stuff, and a good friend who has also learned from scratch building his own N-gauge model railway. So tonight's first shout out is to RG Trains. Please do, if you like what you see, please do subscribe. And as always, click the bell, click all, so you never miss out on any notifications from any further updates or videos, etc. from this channel, and interact with the channel. Why not drop on their latest video, say hi, give it some thumbs up, and comment saying you heard about them today on the YouTube Tuesday with Barnabas Junction. I gave them a shout out. Let them know where you've come from and that you're going to support them on their modeling journey. Fantastic stuff. Shout out number 1 of the show today. Right, so just subbed. Everyone saying excellent stuff. Just subbing. Yes. Oh, Mick says I subbed a couple of weeks ago. Fantastic stuff. In fact, what I'm going to do is let's have a look what the subs going up by. Let's have a look. They were on earlier. Oh, excellent stuff already. Shooting up. Fantastic. You are an absolute amazing bunch of modelers for helping out in the community. Superb stuff. Excellent. Right. Remember, everyone, tickle the like button here on this stream as well. Right. Let's switch the camera. Let's take you in for a closer look. There we go. Right. So, hello. So this is the area that we're working on. Here's the signal box. This is the area that I've decided. You can just see there's a little bit of a ridge there. So that's where the first edge is. That will pretty much sit there in the embankment. So we're going to cut out a certain section. And the reason why I'm cutting it out now is obviously this embankment has still got to have work done on it. So let's get the size of this signal box to start with. In fact, let me get the size of this plastic card, which is Let's measure it. It is 13.5 centimeters long. That'll do me nicely. So we've got to cut out a section. I've got the trusty Stanley knife here. It is a plaster cloth, cardboard supported embankment, which was built a long time ago. When I say a long time, I say about 2 years now. So we've got to find an area. I'm going to go roughly from this ridge here. So 13. Well, what we'll do is we're going to cut in right there, cut out the plaster cloth, which is not difficult, using that marker as 13.5, which is there. And we'll use that now. Who can find my cut mark? There it is. To cut back through the original plaster cloth. Have I got that? Yeah, I've got it. There it is. There it is. And I'm going to prise up the original plaster cloth, because this is all going to get reballasted just in the front here then anyway. Because I want to take up, break up the plaster cloth which is underneath here. There it is. Let's cut through. Where's the cut mark? There it is. There we go. There we go. So there's the area we're working on. We're going to take that away. Well, I'm going to peel it up, just not take it away, peel it up. So as you can see, there's what's underneath, the magic underneath. Let's take that away because we don't need that then. Let's take it out and put that in the bin. In fact, no, why put it in the bin? Just shove it underneath. In fact, I wonder. If I take off the very front of that, why waste it? There we go. Just take off the bit where the ballast is. There we go. I'll bin that bit. I'm going to push that inside. Now I've got to judge how far back it's got to go yet. So we're looking at this. That's still got to go back a bit further. Both sides. There we go. And we'll just push that down even more. And what it's actually doing, it's actually reinforcing the area underneath a lot better than what it was. There we go. Let's have a look. It's a piece of cardboard sticking out there. Let's get rid of that. There we go. Just gonna turn that over so it curves inwards. Bend it under the opposite way. That's it. There we go. That's better. And try and create a ridge where it sits. That's it. I think that is pretty much bang on where I want it. Let's judge it with a train going past. What do you think? That looks about right. I'll put it up that way. So there's the access area there for the steps. And now we have a look at that. That fits in perfectly. Superb, that. I think that is... I couldn't have done that better myself. That is really good. Let's see what that looks like with that in front. I think that is very good. A nice gap. I have no idea what the physical gap should be between the train and the signal box. I'm thinking that's about right. Let's have a look what people think. Let's have a look what people are saying. Growler, Blackwood Engage is in. Good evening. Let's have a quick drink. Anyone ready for the snow? Has anyone got snow yet, by the way? Hermitage Row, good evening to you joining us. If anyone I've missed yet, I do apologise. Good evening to you if I have. Right, Clybridge, is there clearance for trains coming off the points? Good point. That's a very good point. So we'll change the points. In fact, I'll just make sure that it's clear. Let's change the points on the board, which is that one. Well, I've got to. Hang on, is it switched on? No, it's not. It's a good job I noticed that. There we go. Point is changed. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, loads of space there. Thank you for pointing that out. 156 Andrew, good evening. Yeah, absolutely perfect there. I would say it's actually the same. There's no difficulty there. Superb. Really impressed. Very good. Thank you for pointing that one out, whoever it was. We'll straighten that back out. Excellent. I think we're really... Oh, there must be stones. Oh, yeah, there is. Excellent. Yeah, I'm pleased with that. So, the next thing I need to do is measure this plastic card, measure the gap to fill, and then cut that piece of plastic card. So the highest point, you don't need to worry actually about the highest point because this is all pretty much going to be the same level. So if I measure that height, let's take that away. It's about 1.5 inches. I would say that is 1.5 inches. We will go with 1.5 inches. Let's find out what this is, which is perfect because this board is 3 inches. So I'm going to cut this in half. Bear with me on the cutting mat. An 1.5 inches is there. It doesn't have to be perfectly accurate. Inch and a half is there, I think. There it is. There we go. I'll just score down them from one end to the other now. Which doesn't look right. That looks lopsided to me. Let me just measure that again. 1.5 inches. Inch and a half. It's on that tab there. 1.5 inches. That's right. Yep, that's right. Right, that one's slightly wrong. That one's right. Right. Score that. Just double check. There's no harm in double checking, triple checking, quadruple checking. That's not 1.5 inches. That's 1.5 inches. We were just over 1.5 inches. We were in the wrong position. So it's a good job I checked. New score line, and we'll stick with that one now. Now, if I'm right, this should just crack. It has. There we go. Smashing. Let's check which is the better piece. They should be both identical, to be honest. just going to shave off that edge. Give that smooth edge, and also this one as well. There's a little spur on there. Right, let's have a look. I think we'll go with that piece being in there. Let's have a look with the signal box now. So you can see the signal box sits with the top area actually just above or over the wall area, which is great. Now what I'm also going to do, I'm just going to push that back a little bit more, because I'm going to just score the foam underneath. There's a key to sit that in. That is that the right way up? No, it was upside down. I want the cut edge down. There we go. Excellent. So now I need the edges going down. Now, would I go with a straight edge, or would it be a curve? It would be a sloped edge, wouldn't it? Let's measure that then to the front. Two inches would be too far. I'm thinking 1.5 inches again. Yeah, 1.5 inches. Right, let's measure that. 1.5 inches again. Which is there. Score it. Slap it off. Clean off the excess. The burrs, should I say. There's one. And the same on the other one. 1.5 inches. Now I've got some Plasti Magic which I might use just to Plasti weld these together. I'll decide that in time. Right, let's take the signal box away. Right, because we've got to trim the triangle edging off now. Let's wedge that. There's a piece of cardboard there. Let's get supporting cardboard. Let's take that out. That's that taken out. Let's put these in first. Make sure we've got it the right way. That one's... Which way is that now? Got to make sure the brickwork's the right way. That's the one for there. Yep, that one goes there. It's a little bit of plastic cloth sticking out. There it is. Make sure we've got a smooth edge. That goes in there. Is that the right way up? No, it was upside down. That's the right way. And we then put that in. That should wedge itself in. Let's bring you the camera. Let's have a closer look. So we're creating the box for the boxed area for it to sit in. Just tilting the camera down a bit for you so you can see it a bit better. There we go. That's not too bad, is it? That's worked out quite well. Looks like a coal area. Let's have a look how that looks in there. I think that's pretty ideal, I do. So we're going to take that hillside back just a fraction. There's loads of room there. I think that's, have you done this before? Nope. Box needs to come back very slightly from the track. I'm just wondering, yeah, I think it's still a little bit too close. Don't worry about these bits sticking up because I'm going to cut them off, but I can't cut them off until I've got the exact position of this box sorted. So we'll go back about another centimetre, I say. Let's push this back even more. And let's do it again. Make sure we got this the right way up. There we go. Edging that the right way. Yeah. And then that in there. Just fell out. Yeah, that's better. The front of the box is now actually level with the grass embankment across the bottom. I think just taking it back that little bit more has made a difference. And there's a gap between the box, half an inch. In fact, why guess? I'll measure it for you. Between the... In fact, it's... You know, my eyesight is terrible. 2 centimetres it is from the side of the carriage to the front of the signal box. What do you all think? Growler, perfect, he says. Thank you, but the signal box wouldn't be touching the retaining wall in real life, Jason. There needs to be a gap between the two of them. Yes, there is. There is a small gap between the two. In fact, just notice this is pushing back itself back out again. So let me just give this a bit of a help to bend to because the curve in it, there we go, it's going now. The curve in it is pushing everything forward, so let's see how that is now. What I might have to do, in fact, no, I won't have to do it. What am I on about? Get that the right way up. There we go. Signal box. That's better. Better gap. It's actually pushing that the retaining wall. The plaster cloth was actually pushing it. Yeah, there's a gap there. If you wanted to, you could probably, in real life, that gap there is enough to even squeeze a person down it. Scale scenes, safety wires would help finish it off. Just move that over there. So let me get some form of a pointy. So I want to leave this area here open, obviously, because there's steps coming down this side of the signal box. Then they can come walking out here. I'm going to have some point somewhere. Not sure where yet. Some form of gravel path coming up this, I think, disappearing for an access path. Not sure yet, but that's all develop in time. Yep, that's good stuff. Just going to work on that hill a bit more. It's still pushing it out. Let me just, it's there. I don't want to take the plaster cloth out because it's added support. But I want it to have a bit of a flatter edge against that. That's really reinforced now. That's better. So that will push up against that. Excellent. Coping stone on the top. Let's push that down a little bit. There we go. So there'll be a coping stone going on the top of that. Let's have a look at these now. So I don't want to be cutting too much off those. Might leave the cutting off to later. What I might do is get them all glued in and then cut it off later maybe, or I'll mark it afterwards. As the signal box would probably date from the steam days, it wouldn't have a safety barrier in front of it, correct? Because it's going to be disused, a disused signal box. I'll just show you the gap there now. So you can see the gap. And that's quite a good gap. What do you think? Let's have a look in the chat. What are people saying? Model Railway Shed Dino. Good evening, Dino. Scale scene safety barriers would help finish it off. Right. I've never seen such mix. Should there be a safety barrier between the signal box and the track? No, that's correct. So I've gone about that already. It was a well-fitted embankment, though. Yeah, it was. Surprising, actually. Yeah, this has stood the test of quite a lot of test of time, a lot of bashing about. So I'm quite pleased how strong it's actually turned out. As a signal, it will probably date from steam days. Yeah. Looking good. LMR signal, standard signal box, the last I saw built was around 1976. Oh yeah, if it's kept as relay box cover or like that, it's great. Time Traveler 63 saying, hey Jason, forgot it's to be disused. Yeah, it's going to be disused. It's not modern day. Signal boxes are very far and few between, especially ones that are out in the sticks. You don't get many of them these days. Everything's pretty much automated, as these points are automated because they've got, as you see here and there, they've got point motors on them. So yeah, it's been modernized. Point motors are now in place. When's the next shout out? Next shout out coming up very soon. So yeah, it has been modernized along this line. So signal box is out of order. Probably, I would say, awaiting demolition. But with it being out in the sticks, how does the demolition crew get in here apart from by rail? So it's pretty much been left. It was going to have some boarded up windows on it and things like that. Right. As mentioned, was asked when the next shout out is. Well, guess what? So the next shout out of tonight's show is a channel with currently 226 subscribers, I believe. Let's just have a look. It is 226 subscribers. The channel goes by the chap's name. And let's see if he's got anything on his about section. He doesn't, unfortunately. So I can tell you the layout in question is called, the station on the layout in question is called Tetbury. It says the Lost Railway Station of Tetbury. The channel's owner is Chris Tutor. The channel name is called Captain Albino. Very, very well presented layout, well presented scenery, lots of videos of all different styles, layouts, out and about, weathering, all that sort of stuff. He's even got some, actually, I'm just seeing one there I've not actually looked at yet. Weathering of some Batman wagons. I'm going to have to take a look at that myself. But yeah, definitely a cracking layout. One I've not come across until today, as again. So all shout outs today are new channels that I've been made aware of today. So that is shout out number 2, Chris Tutor, with the channel called Captain Albino, and the layout is the Lost Railway Station of Tetbury. Please do subscribe, and you do interact with the channel by giving it some thumbs up. Comment on the channels. Make sure you click the bell and select all so you don't miss any notifications from that channel when they upload any live streams, shorts, or videos. Definitely a great Steam. I think it's really a good. It does like his Steam. So if you're into your Steam, that's definitely one to check. And also, they're on Instagram, so check them out on there as well. That's how I came about it, actually. So yeah, shout out number 2. Let them know on the latest video that you heard about them here on the YouTube Tuesday with Barnabas Junction. That is shout out number 2. Number 3 is on its way. Stay posted. Excellent stuff. Let's have a look what people are saying. My replay has decided to pause. Just subscribe, just subbed everyone. Yes, thank you very much, everyone subscribing. If you haven't already, as always as well, on this stream, please click the thumbs up button. Share the stream with the community and with all your friends and family. Cats, dogs, rabbits, ferrets, goldfish, pigeons, you name it. Share it with everybody. Better known as Tetley Brew, the old way of spelling brew. Yeah. Hey, you're quite right there as well, indeed. Mark Wilson, good evening. Thanks for joining us. Breaking news. Sorry for the caps. RMT strikes from March and April have been called off. Ooh, interesting stuff, because I'm planning a rail journey very soon. So fantastic news to hear that. Thank you very much, Simon, for that update on breaking news. Strikes, RMT strikes have been called off. Although the box, there's an interesting question from Robert of Clybridge. Although the box is disused, will you be putting a name on the box? Yes. I will be putting a name of some sort on the box. I have got an idea of a potential name, but I'm not going to say what it is. I did briefly mention some names last week, but I'm going to be putting up a post on the community tab of the channel after tonight's show. And I want you to comment with your suggested ideas of what name should be placed on this signal box. Now, the only condition is it's got to have something to do with the layout or something to do with the area that I am from, which is Crewe, which is obviously the big railway industry town in the northwest. So look out for that coming up after the show, and let me know your thoughts on that. You can also leave them in the comments below as well if you're listening back to it later on. So that's something to look forward to. How do you get names? How do you get shout outs? You can either recommend yourself or any other channels that you would like to have shout outs. You can get in touch with me by email, barnabasjunction@gmail.com. Or if you know me personally, just get in touch with me. Is there going to be any trains running this evening? Quite possibly. I might finish off with a few trains running past this signal box, so stand by for that. Very possibly, actually, to finish off the stream. Right, let me just do something. No, I better not do it with that because it's going to make my jumper dirty. I'm just trying to look for my cloth. Where is it? There it is. Still got the news about something very big coming for the model railway community. Stand by for that. And talking of the model railway community, what I would like to mention is good old, and he is in the chat right now, throughout this month of March 2023, about a competition, a giveaway that Trevor Stubbs, aka the mailman, or the Drax man, or the Tesco man, or we call him the Acton man, not the action man, the Acton man. Yes, Trevor Stubbs, he does live streams at Acton Bridge Station, not far from myself, about a 15-minute drive away. I have joined him in previous live streams, and please join him on his live streams. His next one, I believe, is tomorrow. Trev, am I right? Is it tomorrow? Not yet. Jeff, going to get onto that in a moment. Please do join Trevor Stubbs on his channel. This is a personal recommendation. He is a top-notch guy. I've met the chap. He's an absolute gem of for the community. He is out and about quite a lot, doing line-side live streams, and throughout this month, he's doing a competition giveaway. All details can be found on his channel videos. First one he did last week, and then I don't know how, because I don't win things, but I won his giveaway for last week. So thank you very much, Trevor. I will be picking up my prize very soon when I see you next. But yeah, if you want the chance to win his next giveaway, then please do check out his latest videos that are awaiting your viewership, his next live streams. Because when he does the live stream at Acton Bridge, he follows it on with the giveaway live stream the following day. Jeff Hammond says, anyone going Ali Pally? I hope to be there on the Sunday. No. Too far for me is Ali Pally, I'm afraid, but I'm sure many of us will be going. Many of the community will be there. Hang on, need to correct something. The strike's been called off for the Network Rail only, not for the TOC. So it looks like it's still going ahead on the TOC side. Sorry. Simon, you really got our hopes up there then. But anyway, wow, there's a full moon. Indeed, there is. Ow! I've seen it. It's right out the back windows, and it's really bright out there tonight. Catching up with the chat. Have you spoken about the Model Railway show yet? No, that's coming up in a moment. Simon, at least the freights can run at their regular times, and those TOCs which had settled, ScotRail. Anyone going to Ali Pally, Trainspot 37? Yeah, do it private. Jason, a bit too far. A bit too far for me, Jeff. Yes, I'm going this Saturday, says Mark at Hemmeldown. So have fun at Ali Pally, everybody. It's going to be fantastic for all you. I look forward to your videos and photographs of the show. Talking of shows, right? Oh, hot dogs. Thank you, hot dog. I have just got your email. I'm just having a look now. Nobody is seeing my posts in the chat, Jason. I've seen them. I asked Digger some questions and he can't see me at all, says Hot Dog Pilot 63, Andy. I can see your comments, Andy. Just double checking. Not seen one for a while, but I can see them. I have seen them. I did say hello to you earlier in the stream. Andy, if you can comment, that would be now. That would be great, just so we can clarify that you're still here in the chat. I don't see anything that's happened to restrict you on the chat, which should not have happened. So I don't see any reason why. Remember, anyone is welcome to join as a channel member. Feel free to do so. 99 pence a month. What can you get for 99p this year in this current climate, except great membership to this channel? Just scrolling back now to the last time I saw Andy's comment. I did see him in the chat, but for some reason I can't see his comment now. Unsure what's going on there. Bear with me. I'm just having a look through to see if I can find your comment, Andy. Huge apologies. Did say hello to you at the beginning. It does this. Facebook does this sometimes, where I don't see people's chats in the live stream, or I might see the odd one from somebody, and then I won't see whatever else they've said until I watch the replay, which is just annoying. Digger saying, I don't see you. Newland saying the invisible hot dog. Who else I've just seen? Leicester Station TMD. Gary, good evening. Let me just have a look at something. Bear with me. I'm going to shut that down. I'm just going to go to check. Because privacy, that's the one. I'm just checking now to see whether any accidents have happened. Where is it? Where's the section that you click on? There it is. That one. Just to check nothing's been accidentally clicked. That's something to be aware of. If you block anybody by accident on mobile device, it will be different if you block somebody on a PC. So if you block someone on a PC, it's simple that you can unblock them. Here we go. Block section. Nobody's blocked on my channel. 0. No blocked users. It's completely blank. So yeah, there's no accidents happen there. So you need to, if you find somebody on your account that's unable to chat, and you're looking on your PC and seeing that there's nobody there, go onto your mobile and check there. So I've just refreshed my chat now. And Andy, I'm afraid I am not seeing your chat comments. Just check that you are subscribed, Andy. You haven't accidentally unsubscribed, because you have to be a subscriber to chat. And if you've unsubscribed at any point during the stream, that will also restrict your commenting. So really, I do apologize, Andy. You are not blocked in any way on the channel, as you've just seen. We will have to look into that. That is confusing. This is YouTube at its best, isn't it? Right. What are we on? An hour into the stream. Fantastic stuff. Well, let's I'm going to switch camera briefly. No, I'm not. I'm going to leave it on that view because I like that view. I'm getting quite fond of that view. Yeah, I'm quite fond of that view. It's going to be one of my new favourite views of the layout like this. You can see it now. Right, so Jason, quick question. I noticed the orange trunking behind the signal box. Orange trunking behind the signal box. Do you mean there? Or what do you mean there? Behind the signal box, which I like. Someone told me that they should be black. I prefer the orange. Yeah, you're right. And you're right. They should be orange, yes. But they should be black as well. Where they go underneath the track, they're supposed to be in a black tube, if I'm rightly. But you'll find it in different places around the country where it's all orange. And some places you'll find it where it's all black. Some places you'll find it where it's orange going into black, back to orange. So you're right and you're right and you're right, if you understand what I mean. So yeah, I think you're on about like there. Andy is back, apparently. Yes, there he is. Test. Valley's 56. He's put it in. What happened, Andy? Anyone? Andy, have you any idea what happened? Yes, Sir Jeff. You're right and you're right. It's totally... Really? Oh, right, okay. Adverts messing with the stream. That's new to me. I don't know what that is. Right, hang on a second. I'm going to stop that right now. That shouldn't be happening. I can see your posts, Valleys. Don't worry, I can see them. That's something new, that is. Something new YouTube have done. Let me just sort this out because that should not be taking place. Yeah, YouTube have added something new to the studio. It's now turned off. Right, that should never have been happening. Right, so yeah, adverts during the stream come up. Yeah, there's something new that YouTube have added, not said. Adverts during live streams. That shouldn't be happening. So I've disabled it now. I've just found it. Apologies to everyone for that. You won't get that happening again, as far as I'm concerned. I can see you. Yeah. So hot dog. Haven't the foggiest, he says. Yeah, but anyway, great to have you back, Andy. Right. So exhibitions. Obviously, everyone likes a good exhibition. I've got myself one coming up very soon, 25th and 26th of March, up the road from me, Macclesfield. I'll be popping along to there. I'm not sure which day yet, whether it'll be the Saturday or the Sunday. I haven't got confirmation on that, but I'll let you know in time. So I'll be visiting Macclesfield. Are you visiting the Macclesfield show? In fact, let's share this tab. Yeah, oh, that's good. That's new. Let me just bring that up. So the Macclesfield show, 25th, 26th of March. Anyone attending it? That is local to myself. That's probably my second closest model railway exhibition for myself. Yes, that's something else as well. Make sure you set to all messages and not top messages to make sure. Oh, I'm going, Max, says Mick. What day are you going, Mick? Let us know. I haven't decided which day I'm going yet. But yeah, I'm going to be there. I'm going to be talking. I'm going there. I love supporting the Macclesfield exhibition group because I've got quite a few friends that I know that operate that exhibition. I'm going to be there doing a little bit of chatting with the exhibition team. I'm also going to be chatting with a lot of the layouts and traders. And that's because, drum roll, you're going on the 25th, which is the Saturday. Now, I've only ever gone on the Sunday, I think. I always end up going on the Sunday. So maybe I might attend on a Saturday this time round. I don't know. So, yeah. It's an exhibition. Now, the exhibition calendar is going to have a new exhibition joining the circuit. Many of you are probably already aware, but if you haven't, you need to be checking out the all-new exhibition called Model Rail Crew. Indeed, Model Rail Crew. Brand new exhibition coming to my town. I will quite happily tell you that it's being all arranged at the moment by myself. Yes, Model Rail Crew. I am theoretically what you say probably the exhibition manager. I don't like being called a manager. I just like a team member. But yeah, I've been in a lot of talks with a lot of people, and still many more to be spoken to. But this is a brand new exhibition coming to the circuit, brought to you by yours truly, and hopefully an amazing team of volunteers who will be helping out to bring this exhibition to the community. It will be held in the town of Crewe, obviously, going by its title. The venue, all details of that have already been announced can be found on social media, but I can announce that as of today, it does have its own Facebook page, which Flymo excellently has just shared the link. So please pop over, make sure you're following it, you like the page, because all announcements will be going in there. And along with that, there is an official, dedicated, official website, especially for this exhibition, which is currently under construction. Hope to have it live very, very soon for all you to peruse, where it will be displaying all layouts, traders, societies, sponsors, etc., all helping out and all being at the exhibition. Bearing in mind, this exhibition is information is only just being announced, so it is fresh, and we are awaiting further. We've been talking already with loads of traders, loads of layouts that have been offering to attend. All will be confirmed, hopefully, that I've spoke to already in the coming 2 weeks. The venue is secured. The venue is already arranged and sorted with. The venue is in Crewe, and it's not the Heritage Centre. But we have provisionally looked at dates. But the date for this exhibition should be 100% confirmed within the next 2 weeks. So look out for that. Once we have the confirmed date, the website will be live or just before, and the venue will be announced. I can tell you that this venue does support amazing views overlooking the West Coast Main Line. So that's why I'm stipulating it's not the Heritage Centre. It's another fantastic place overlooking the West Coast Main Line, all 4 lines of Crewe. The main West Coast Main Line, the 4 lines within Crewe. Excellent views, which is great for train spotting while you're at an exhibition. What more can you ask for? So keep an eye out. Check out the social media Facebook page that's there. Give it a like, give it a share, spread the word, let everyone know, and look out for further updates that are coming regarding it. It's exciting. It's interesting. I've never done anything like this before in my life, and really looking forward to opening the doors once it's all ready for the public to attend to. That sounds great, and hope to visit. So yeah, I will tell you, it's within excellent distance for transport from anywhere in the northwest and beyond. If you want to come from beyond. Excellent rail links. It doesn't have a station right next to it, unfortunately. We can't ask the West Coast Main Line trains just to stop at the side of the venue and drop people off, I'm afraid. But yeah, easy access to the venue from the Crewe railway station, Crewe bus station. Unfortunately, I don't think there's any buses on the day of the planned date of the exhibition service in the venue, but there may be things going to be in talks about having a shuttle bus service from the railway station up to the venue. That's all in discussion. It's nothing confirmed as of yet, but we will release information as and when it gets 100% confirmed. Do you still require layouts? We are well open for layouts to attend. Always open suggestions. There is a dedicated email address, especially for the exhibition now. It's called exhibition@modelrailcrew.uk. So please do check out the information. The email address is on the Facebook page. So if you know anybody or yourself have an exhibition layout, or you've got a layout that you would like to exhibit and you never have, then get in touch with an email with interest. Get your name down on the list of potential layouts. Or if you are a trader, we're looking for traders as well. Get in touch with us, exhibition@modelrailcrew.uk. Visit the Facebook page. Information can be found on there if you didn't catch that email address. But thank you very much for checking that in. I'll look forward to your comments. Fantastic stuff. In fact, CSX Wrensville, platform 4 crew station. Hey, yes, CSX Wrensville. Hello, Keith. Cheers for joining us. Good timing, that, isn't it? I will say. Not going to say any more than that unless you wish to yourself. But yes, do you have a date and do you need layouts? No date. Dates should be confirmed within the following 2 weeks. We're just waiting for the venue manager to return from a cruise. He's been on holiday for the past 3 weeks. So once we get to speak to him and he's settled back down into the life of managing the club after his holiday, we should have a date confirmed. But yeah, I hope you can attend. It will be a great event, I am sure. Right. Thank you very much. FL Railroad Dog, good evening to you for dropping in. Seeing if there's anyone else I've missed that I've not said hello to, just while I've been chatting along. That's the one, Jason. Thank you. He says, oh, that's talking about the cabling. Platform 4, that's a good one. That sounds great. Hope to visit. And it's everyone saying welcome back, Andy, again. Yeah, thank you very much, Fly. I was putting the email address in there. Is there a bar? Yes, we hope to have a bar available for you to drink. So even if you want to come and do a bit of train spotting, there is a large, spacious, free private car park at the venue. No charge, but please be aware, if you're coming in a high vehicle, there is a 6-foot restriction barrier for the venue's private car park, but can be lifted if, say, you bring in a well, for obviously traders and stuff like that, it can be lifted so you can get onto the site. Fantastic. Excellent. Right. So that's it. Model Rail Crew. Get that one liked, shared, followed, and get ready for your diaries to rubber stamp in the date when it gets confirmed, hopefully within the next couple of weeks. Right, what are we on? 14. I think it's time now for the final shout out of the show. What do you think? I think we should. So here we go. So tonight's third and final shout out goes to a channel which is very similar, if you like, the things Trevor Stubbs does. It is Train Spotter 36. He has been in the chat and he's been talking about getting himself registered for a shout out. I'd already got you in there, my friend. You are already in there. He has only got 51 subscribers. Relatively new channel. And he's got an about section as well. Good lad. Well done. It's always essential to have a good about section filled in on a channel. I am a train spotter from Leicestershire. I mainly train spot in Leicester. So if you like trains, this account is for you. So welcome to everyone who joins in the channel. We have a family comment. We have family comments. So no bad words, no bullying or anything bad. This is a positive channel. So let's all be happy in this channel and let's watch trains together. Check out his about section. Finished a long one, that is. But yes, Train Spotter 36, if you like watching the real world trains, this is a channel to look at. It's great to see channels, trains from around the country, different areas around the country. And he does model railways as well. And he has got some Beatles rolling stock, some of the Hornby Beatles rolling stock. I'm rather interested in that. One thing I will suggest, though, TrainSpotter 36, is if you're going to do videos less than a minute long on your channel, I recommend you do them in portrait mode so they get published as shorts. You'll get lots more views, a lot more views, and probably a lot more subscribers as well. Always do your long form content in landscape, your under 1 minute videos in portrait for shorts. So yeah, you got lots of little short landscape videos there. Might be worth putting them together into one long video. That would be a recommendation for you, for viewers to see. But yeah, he does model railways as well, but he is out and about. He does like his sheds. I can tell that from now, right now. A lot of nice sheds on his videos there. Do check out TrainSpotter 36. Subscribe to the channel if it's what you like, and click on the bell and select all so you don't miss any notifications, any updates from this video. From this channel. And remember, interact with the channel. Give them some thumbs up on their latest videos and comments as well. Excellent stuff. TrainSpotter 36, you are tonight's third and final shout out of the show. Round of applause. Thanks, man. I'm a new channel, and yes, I'm using a temporary layout, guys, but hopefully having a permanent layout soon, he says. There he is in the chat. Check him out. Clive Cabal got to go now. Thank you very much, Clive, for dropping in. Take care of yourselves and see you again soon. Thank you all for the subs. I'll be making a community post later and stuff, and I'll take any advice. Would be appreciated. Yes, always open to offer advice wherever possible. Right, everyone there. Hi, Jason. Oh, here's Steve of Route 7. Sorry I'm late. Been working on my narrow boat. Is that a model narrow boat or a real narrow boat? Tell me more, Steve. Tell me more. Fantastic stuff. So there you go. Just had an email. Just going to check that. Yes, Jeff, confirmed your email is received. Thank you very much for getting in touch. I will respond soon to that. So there we have now then the box placement for this. I'm going to get this all stuck together. We're going to be cracking on with. I'm going to go also. What I'm going to do. I'm going to get this glued together. Get the base area, some form of base. I'm going to put like a concrete base in there. In fact, where have I put them? What have I got here? No, not that. I've got some card. I'll probably get. I've got some stiff card. I'll put some card in there for a concrete base for that to sit on within that area. Get it painted up, concrete coloured up, just like it did on the caravan part. That'll now sit nicely on there. Once that's all in, then we can start actually on this embankment. So remember, you, the viewers, this shows what we were working on. So this embankment is all going to get reworked. In fact, let me just pardon the view. So this embankment is all going to get worked on. You can see the signal box is still, it's very prominent. Look at the view there. It's not obscuring anything, but it still can be seen. And the camera's decided to be a bit wobbly, so I'll just straighten that up. There we go. So that's the view looking down. We've got a good view going through. Yeah, that's superb, that is. I'm quite impressed with that. So let's take that off. You asked for some trains. I know many of you have seen these ones already, but let's get them out again. Let's see, the 158 passing the signal box. Remember, I'm looking for a name for the signal box. Community post will be going out. Feel free also to comment on the video afterwards. No problem, Leslie. Thanks very much for joining us. Just keeping an eye on the chats. The old companies, it looks like the old company's old signal box with the other railways joining there now. Clive is saying my mates are still saying I need a 158 on the layout. That's a great view there. Thank you very much, Hambledown. In fact, I'm just going to, because really you should be seeing it down at low level, shouldn't you, really? That's better, isn't it? How about that? That's a good view. Looks very good, says H&H. Just an angle. 158's just making its way round again. Let's give it a little bit more juice. It's crawling. Yeah, that looks quite good there. Giving that embankment, that area, some good view. Signals next, Jason. Yes, I have been thinking of it. I am looking into them. I don't think I'm going to have... I quite like the signals that Jenny was showing on her stream the other day. I can't remember who they were by, actually. A couple of weeks ago, she did a video on signals. I'm quite liking them, although I've not checked the price of them out yet. Oh, Train Spot, I'm lost for words. You're very welcome, Train Spot 36. No problem. Always welcome. Always great to assist and for the community of rail enthusiasts. Yeah, I'm quite liking that. So, moving on then. This embankment's going to get attention. I'll have to hoover off all these bits. I've got the fencing, which to continue on along the edge, to then go along and then up to the signal box and then following on to fill, obviously, to replicate the continuation of what's on the other side of this post. Oh, bargain alert. Ooh, excellent stuff. Like 500. Then we can start adding the overgrowth, the trees and stuff. Bearing in mind, we don't want to. Well, it doesn't really matter. We can obscure the signal box with trees because it's disused, isn't it? I was just wondering. We don't want to obscure the windows, but it's a disused signal box. So there's going to be a number of trees all along here. The trees will grow in density the further it gets to this post because we're trying to hide this post as much as possible. But yeah, I'm really impressed. So thank you to everybody in the last episode that suggested about putting the signal box here. You are an absolute stars. Without your suggestions, I probably wouldn't have done this. But now doing it, I think it was an absolutely superb addition to this part of the layout. And I'm greatly appreciative of all your suggestions and ideas. If you've got any other suggestions and ideas, please do let me know. Either in the comments or by email, barnabasjunction@gmail.com. If you know me personally, you can get in touch with me personally via social media. Feel free to do so. Good evening, Brian, just dropping in. Always highly appreciative of it. So we maybe doing some. I'll probably get the fencing. No, I want to get the static grassing done next week. So What should we do next week on next week's stream? Do you want to see me doing some more static grassing? Do you want me to start? Do you want to see me doing the fencing? Or is there anything else you can suggest? Obviously, we need to be working on this mound, so I would like your suggestions on what we can work on next week. I'll hopefully get the platform and everything in this boxed area all in for next week's show. But yeah, let me know. I look forward to hearing from you. So that's about wraps it up for this week. It's been great to have you all come and join us. It's been great for you to entertain you all. I hope it's the Morse code signal box. I hope you've taken some interest in what tonight's stream's been about, and also you've enjoyed the shout outs. Rick, is that Rick? Well chuffed, yes. Oh, that's just reminded me. Thank you very much to Rick and Pauline, who recently visited Barnabas Junction. It was absolute. The couple are absolute diamonds. It was great to entertain you. It's great to have you in our company. If you want a tour around, a latest tour around of the layout, then head over to Well Chuffed's channel, as they did a little tour of the layout. Did someone just call for Captain Static? Yes, I suppose we did. Oh no, thanks for coming, Rick, Pauline. You're always welcome. Just say hi to Andy Sawyer at this weekend at the show. Oh, I forgot what the show's called now. The show you're going to this weekend. I've forgotten what it's called. But say hi to Andy Sawyer for me. Right, that's it, everybody. Thank you very much for joining us. I'll see you again, hopefully, next Tuesday for the next episode of YouTube Tuesday with Barnabas Junction. Until then, take care of yourselves. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Tickle the like button if you haven't already. Let everyone know. That's it, Saddleworth. That's it, great stuff. Get over to Saddleworth. I can see that being a really good show. The Macclesfield show is on 25th and 26th of March. I'll be at that one. Remember, check out Model Rail Crew's social media, Facebook page, and the website coming soon, modelrailcrew.uk. Get in touch with me, exhibition at Model Rail Crew, if you're interested in either volunteering, trading, having a trade stand, exhibiting a layout, or if you just generally need to know a little bit more. All information will be released as and when things get confirmed. So do look out for future announcements. Until then, take very good care of yourselves. I shall see you next week. Take care, stay safe, and keep on modelling.